Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Annie, and this is Unity Consciousness. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I'd like to welcome any new subscribers and also thank those of you who are returning for this week's energy update. Let's jump right in. Man, we got a big week this week. Let's review today's energy. We have Venus, which is in the sign of Gemini, newly in the sign of Gemini, very chatty Venus. Very social Venus in the sign of Gemini, is sextile Saturn in Aries and then Neptune in Aries today. And this is taking space to think through relationships or perhaps financial choices, making certain that the intention, the need, and the effort are authentic and aligned for the long haul. We're looking at long-term success here. Illusions of the self with Neptune sextile and Neptune is retrograde. Illusions of the self are mirrored back to you for alchemic purpose so that we can work with that transformation. This is a sextile. So we have to do something to get something, and it's an internal process. So we're able to make those pivots as necessary with Neptune's assistance in that alchemic process. It can be spiritual because Neptune also rules spirituality, so there could be some pivots there as well. And then on Monday, tomorrow, we have such a big energy day. Oh my goodness. I have decided to provide the energy in the order in which it's going to occur because there's just such a powerful energy day. I expect that you may be feeling it today. Black Moon Lilith, which is in the sign of Scorpio, is going to sextile Mars in Virgo. And this is going to happen shortly after midnight tonight in the Eastern Daylight Time. If you're later, if you're on the West Coast, it's going to happen about 3 a.m. And of course, if you're in England, or it would happen later today for you. This energy, Black Moon Lilith, is digging deep to understand what are you serving. This energy is going to become very important at the time of the full moon, which is happening in Capricorn later this week. But we're understanding, what are we serving? Diligence and precision, this is Mars and Virgo, is being needed. We're able to tap into it to cut away through the alchemic process what's keeping you from that personal liberation that you deserve. I love this energy. Then shortly after that, this is the big one we've all been waiting for. Uranus is going to step into the sign of Gemini. Uranus itself has an 84-year orbit. It's going to spend about 8 years in the sign of Gemini once it finally goes into Gemini for the long haul. So on the 6th of September, Uranus is going to begin its retrograde cycle and go back into Pisces to 27 degrees, give or take. And then next April 25th of 2026, Uranus will be in Gemini for 8 years until 2032. So this is a little snapshot for us of what we can expect when that planet fully integrates in the sign of Gemini. Uranus in the sign of Gemini, if I could explain the energy that I'm already feeling this morning, and actually it started a couple of days ago, it's extremely fast-paced. It's like boom, 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 boom. When I was trying to write down what I wanted to communicate, I was skipping letters. It was coming so quickly, I couldn't even keep up. My hand couldn't keep up with my thought process. It's, like I said, very fast-paced. Uranus itself is higher consciousness, higher mind, and Gemini rules the lower mind. So this is the alignment of the higher mind and the lower mind, and brings forth enlightenment. So I'm so excited about this energy. And Uranus, just like Venus is doing, is going to be communicating with the other outer planets. This is a cycle that I'd have to look at, but it's extraordinary on so many levels. So this is very exciting. There could be a lot of information coming at you quickly. Advances in the things Gemini rules, so technology, transportation, communication, freedom of speech. Uranus wants us to be liberated. Uranus is going to really create space for freedom of speech. Science and research can be expanded. Telepathy could be a thing. Galactic communications, it's not off the table. And also teleporting. These are all potentials when we're talking about Uranus in the sign of Gemini. We are going to be progressing really quickly, especially, like I said, because these outer planets are communicating. This is very revolutionary energy. Make sure that you are slowing things down as needed through breath work and meditation. It's going to be ultimately important. I did yesterday, I started getting this headache that I get from high frequency energy and protons, especially hammering our solar system and our planet specifically. I was getting that headache, and I really needed to not hydrate for sure, but slow things down through breath work and meditation, through music, a sound bath. I love sound baths, but helping me to kind of slow things down so the pace wasn't so much so that it was very difficult to keep up with. The outer planets sextiling. So we've got Pluto, which is retrograde, right? Is in sextile to Saturn and Neptune in Aries, which is sextile Uranus in Gemini. Uranus and Pluto are in a trine. Very, very, very liberating, very, very dynamic, revolutionary energy, helping us to really step into a more expanded level of consciousness. And I'm so excited about that. It is literally all coming together now. We've been waiting, and it's all coming together. We will have a full moon in Capricorn on Thursday, and that's going to ask us to let go of responsibilities, limitations, and commitments that are not in your best interest. We'll talk more about that in a minute. In addition, on this day, we have that Venus in Gemini is going to trine Pluto in Aquarius. Oh, I love this energy so much. So after her sextiles today with Saturn and Neptune, which is retrograde, we are connecting within ourselves, retrograde, with ease and flow, understanding the authenticity and worth of our pure essence. This is Venus. And working within our social circles to share the beauty of that essence, Pluto and Aquarius, to strengthen our communities. I love it. Remember to fit into our community in a way that Pluto and Aquarius wants us to be. It comes from a place of authenticity and purity and sovereignty. So in order for us to step into that, we really have to understand our worth at a pure essence level, which is what Saturn and Neptune are doing today with Venus. And then Venus is going to apply it when she makes that very harmonious trine to Pluto, which is retrograde in Aquarius. This could be an internal shift. There could be something that you're referencing that happened not long ago that you wish to pivot on, you wish to reconfigure, let's say, so that you can have a transformation that you so deserve. So I really like that energy. We're still in Monday's energy, and yet there's one more. Black Moon Lilith is going to square Mercury in Leo, and this is now at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday. All this happens before 1 p.m. or before 2 p.m. Now, Black Moon Lilith is still trine Mars, but there's resistance to your liberation, and this is a battle of fixed energy. Nobody wants to budge. We got a problem. Pride and ego, maybe self-centered messages, are creating a choice point for you. Be the alchemist. This is Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio, and she is truly an alchemist. And use this energy wisely. alchemize what you need to, transmute the energy that you need to. I've learned very recently that we are each an alchemist of our own energy, but also can transform the environment in which you exist in through alchemy. Whatever the circumstance is that you may be squaring or maybe squaring you, alchemize that energy, return it to source. Have your energy returned to you purified and of your pure essence, from your pure essence, your true energy returned to you, shedding anything that's not yours. It's great use of this energy. And also apply compassion. We learned this with Mars retrograde cycle when it pivoted between Cancer and Leo. Compassion is the answer here. So even though we want to push back, it's fixed, we don't want to budge, use compassion, use alchemy, alchemize the situation, return to source what is not yours, and ask that your energy be purified and returned to you so that you can use it in your best interests. Then on Thursday, as I mentioned, which is the 10th of July already, we'll have a full moon in the sign of Capricorn at 18 degrees 50 minutes. See where Capricorn is in your chart. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. I love this because we are really shedding limitations. Saturn is getting ready to station and go retrograde, so Saturn is standing still at the time of this full moon. This full moon highlights the axis of Cancer Capricorn, which is the lineage and legacy, lineage versus legacy axis. Nurturing or ambition, where do we need to take time for ourselves versus go, go, go. It's all about the achievements. Our foundations dictate that we must do this, top-down authority structures. Those are the type things that we're blowing out of the water. We're getting rid of it. It's time to let go of things. This full moon aligns with the nodes of fate, which the North Node is in Pisces. So we are being asked to use compassion for sure. Watch for addictions or, using addictions for the purpose of avoidance versus using substances for the purpose of expanding our creativity. Nonetheless, let's get back to the full moon. That Mars and Black Moon Lilith energy that was present on Monday, where we were being asked to understand what we're serving. Mars is working with this full moon. Mars is helping us understand what we're serving and why. It's time to let go of commitments, principles, foundations, top-down authority structures, self-imposed limitations. Saturn in the sign of Aries, about to go retrograde, and responsibilities that are prohibiting the compassion and nurturing that you deserve. Wrap up the details. We got Mars here. Wrap up the details and just let it go. Then 1 week from today, we will have Saturn going retrograde, joining Pluto, joining Neptune. I love it. Saturn going retrograde in Aries. We're going to talk more about that next week, but I do want to get back to a channeling real quickly. I'll read this to you. Saturn retrograde, Aries to Pisces. How we are our own worst enemies by taking the 12th house to the first house and then the retrogradation, which we're going to be doing. Restrictions, control, maintain, restrictions which control and maintain stability for purpose. We're going to be breaking those down. The purposeful interpretation of each moment to remain where you are. Very confusing energy, but basically what it says is, where are our self-imposed restrictions and limitations hurting us, keeping us from being able to, with Uranus and Gemini, connect the higher and lower mind from a pure essence standpoint, so that we can continue the process of remembering, expansion, and higher consciousness, welcoming it in, connecting our lower mind and our higher mind, having that alignment that allows enlightenment. Thank you. That's all I have for you this week. I'm so glad you joined me today. I decided to use the Starseed Oracle deck, and I have to tell you, I had the most incredible vibe when this card jumped out. It was almost like, whew. So I think the Starseed Oracle deck for the card that popped out today, this deck is by Rebecca Campbell and artwork by Danielle Noel. So this is the card that jumped out today for us. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture of your life. Step away from the blinkered vision and reactive frame of mind of me against them. Change your perspective. Shift your point of view and zoom out, out, out. We are but a speck of dust in the universe, yet we think everything revolves around us. We see the planet as ours to own and conquer, pillaging the land and setting ourselves up for eventual extinction. We build fences and walls and create invisible borders. Mother Earth doesn't need us to survive, but we need her. It's time to wake up. A new perspective is urgently needed. We become so lost in our individual experience that we don't realize that most of the things that keep us awake at night are actually distractions. We're wasting our precious time and resources fighting each other when we should be coming together to heal what's been severed. This moment is a breath in the timeline of your life. This life is a fleeting moment in the tapestry of your soul's experience. Your soul's experience is a flash in the timeline of the known universe. And the known universe is a grain of sand in the unknown universe. Take a moment to see the bigger picture, to find common ground, to find deep compassion in your heart, to gain a greater perspective of humanity in this fleeting moment in the timeline of your soul's existence, in the timeline of all that is, was, and ever will be. The Starseed Soul Inquiry for this week is, how are you being called to change your perspective? Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, please do click the like button. If you know someone that could be helped by this video, please do share it with them. I always like to hear your comments and or suggestions. Post them below. If you want to know when videos are being dropped, please click the subscribe button. I hope you have a fabulous week of letting go of limitations, responsibilities, and commitments that no longer serve you, so that we can really embrace a higher and lower mind alignment and enlightenment. Namaste.